Hey y'all, we made it. We made it to the end of another grand season of Ready to Love. This one was a little bit different. We making moves, not really, but that's what the people said we was gonna do, y'all. Welcome to my channel. I'm just Rhonda, and we just gonna talk about Ready to Love, Make a Move, season one finale. So Ashley and Sharice are down here to the couch, still going at it. I don't even know why Ashley felt like she needed to involve herself in this situation so much, but we know Ashley just is always doing too much. No matter what it is, Ashley got to be, she even like when she's not saying anything, she got to be over on the side, like doing the most, like making all these faces and, just being real extra unnecessary energy. And Sharice standing up. I don't think she bought it. And I think she gonna keep standing up and it's gonna get her into trouble. And I don't think Maurice is the guy that you want to be like having on your side when you be standing up, because I don't think he gonna do shit. But why would you be putting this nice gentleman in those types of positions? So Sharice, stay your ass in your seat because you ain't about that life. Um, Vernisha says that Sharice was bullied when she was a child, and this is why she feels this need to defend herself all the time. And I think Sharice is grown as hell, and she need to stop using that sorry ass excuse for why she behaves the way she does. And you know what? Sharice is a bully. I see her bullying folks, not just Zadia, but in general. I will say this though on Sharice's behalf. Ashley, if you was next to me doing all of that shit, I might stand up too, girl, because you was annoying as hell. I think I'm most frustrated. As much as I don't like Sharice, I think I'm more frustrated with Ashley and her ridiculousness. Whew. I'm just getting started. My blood pressure already up, child. Tamika kind of got on my nerves in a way, but I don't even know why we need both of them sitting there. I feel like there has to be somebody else that could do a better job because the host does make a difference. And I feel like there was not a lot of energy from the host and the matchmaker that made any type of sense. All of these women were in this house like co-signing for each other's bullshit, and I kind of feel like that doesn't really help you grow. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're gonna be for real, we should be able on them nights where we're sitting in the kitchen or out on that back patio in New Orleans having a glass of wine when it's all over. We should be having conversations though that are gonna benefit one another. But I mean, hell, look who's sitting there. Tamika's ass talk about is really just like sibling rivalry. No, it's not. They don't like each other. They don't know each other. They just staying in this house for a TV show. And let's be clear, it's a TV show. So it's a whole lot of judging people for coming with their product and whatever it is they're selling. Because everybody's selling something. All of them, everyone. Except Jabari, who just has a regular job and is just, I guess, came there to find somebody to cook and, clean and shit. So yeah, that's silly. They're not like siblings. So let's get started. We got who we got on the couch over here. We got Kirsten, we got Donald, Child, and we got Lakeisha here. Hey, Lakeisha, girl, what are you doing here? She's still invested. She's been invested from the beginning, and she's gonna be invested until the end. And what she's not gonna do is let Ashley come through and blow up her world. In her hot pink suit. She look cute. I find it so ironic that Ashley felt like it was so necessary for her to remake Donald over when you got Kirsten sitting down here with this stupid ass sombrero ass fedora on his head. The hell is he wearing? I'm curious, why does Kirsten want to be on TV? What is he selling? Because everybody's selling something, and I already said I'm not mad at that. There's no way to me in the world that you should have any type of business and find yourself on this type of platform without, doing what you can to promote it. But I don't know like how he did anything to benefit himself. He should have just, I don't know, child, stay where the hell ever he was. But I think it's funny that Ashley thought it was like such a problem, these loafers. And this nigga been a clown at every date. I said that after the date he had with Ashley and Zadia, he wore the same pants and just changed his shirt. Like, Anyway, Ashley says she chose Donald because she's used to the guy that's like the player and the guy that woos all the ladies, and she saw Donald and she thought she wanted somebody who looked like they was ready. Hmm. What does that look like? What does ready look like? What does ready for a relationship look like? I'm just curious. Ashley's full of shit. Why did you pick Donald, Ashley? Because you said he was confident. You said he was in a brown suit with a Kool-Aid smile. He was in a brown suit, but Donald does not have a Kool-Aid smile. So why did you really pick Donald? To bully him? And this goofball with the blue fedora is supposed to be a player, I suppose. I guess, girl. I don't know, but I guess you know what it is. You know how you could tell that somebody's ready for love? They probably got loafers on. That's probably what it was. But as soon as you snack them down, child, take his loafers off, dress him in a blue fedora. So Tanika asked this charming ass player down here at the end of the sofa, what was his experience like with Ashley? He was like, it was all right. Meanwhile, Ashley's at the end of the sofa, like cheesing so hard. She wasn't expecting that. I guess she was ready to, to bask in the glory of whatever it is she thought he was gonna say about he said nothing. He said it was all right, like as low key as he possibly could. He came, I don't know, to perform. Tanika was like, would you like to expound on that? And he said,
I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Like that. Maybe that ain't the answer she thought he was gonna give, because she was down there really to celebrate herself. Because it's all about her. I'm not even sure what he's trying to come off as besides an asshole. It just didn't make sense. Like, Ashley sitting there now explaining why it was cool. We had a good time. We liked each other. The vibe was nice, but I just wasn't sure, like, whether he was serious, whether he was ready, to do this thing or not. Ashley, he didn't like you. You weren't choosing anything. That's the funny thing about it. And then he's getting mad, I suppose. He came mad. I don't know what he's mad about. One thing he did say though was,
I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined.
If you didn't want to be here and do this, you shouldn't have done it. I don't even know, like, you didn't have to act like an asshole. Honestly, it's okay to just say, I wasn't, she's a lot. She's a lot. She's a lot of eyelashes. She's a lot of nails in your face. She's a whole lot of energy and faces and animation. And at first it was cute, but then I think he probably thought he was gonna, like, at least be able to hold out long enough to get him some, crazy coochie, but I don't think it panned out that way. So anyway, Tamika, this is on you because you're the matchmaker and you're the one that found these people allegedly. You know everybody in New Orleans. That's how you introduced yourself. You are Tamika Lee, and you know all the eligible bachelors in New Orleans. You're just gonna hook these ladies up, and you did not. You hooked up Sharice, so I mean, it is what it is. I think if we're going to be judging people's behaviors, though, so if every one of these guys got to sit at the end of the day and hear about what they need to change about themselves to make themselves better, then the women need to go through the same things and balance that shit out, because we all walk into relationships like repeating mistakes that we made in the past. And, delve into that a little bit, because it seems like the ladies were just like, this is what's wrong with you. I need you to go change that and get back with me on the next day. And then on the next day, they're like, you didn't call me or text me or FaceTime me or anything to let me know what kind of progress which you were making to, be better. Anyway, I don't think any of this was that serious though, boss. You could have just exited like a normal person. You ain't see Tabari and Jabari over there acting fool like that, or Donald for that matter. Renisha's over there screaming, it's because they hate rejection. They just don't, even if it's warranted, they don't like rejection. I don't think that's it. I think he's just kind of stupid and crazy. And not all none of that was he actually never had the opportunity to reject him. That was not a thing. He's just a whack nigga doing whack shit. Anyway, back to Donald, because that's how this goes. Kirsten makes a big performance, and then Donald swoops in to save the day. So here he is with Lakeisha. Lakeisha's not about to let it happen. And actually, she said, no, what was said? Donald said that, the whole situation with Lakeisha and Ashley had him between a rock and a hard place. And then Tanika was like, so who's your rock? And he's, gestured towards Ashley. Ashley is his rock. And so then this over here, Lakeisha is your hard place. He's like confused. Yes, Donald. This is what you did, not once, but twice. Why you asked Lakeisha to come here? Because Lakeisha's over here talking about how if Ashley had presented herself like this the first time, then I probably would have liked her better. Because this Ashley here I like. And I was like, what Ashley? Because this is the same Ashley we've been getting the whole time. But 2-3 seconds later, there they go. They back at it again. She's right back to the original Ashley. Lakeisha's on that I'm gonna fight for my brother bullshit. I told y'all, them girls that want to say somebody is their brother or their brother, my sister. Yeah, okay. Donald said he didn't like some of the things that Ashley was saying. And she's like, what was she saying? He's like she's the star of the show. And Ashley's like, I am. And he's like, and I'm like here for her. And she's like, and you are. You should have said that, Donald, in the beginning. You should have told her like the stuff that was coming out of her mouth, how that was making you feeling. Instead, you were going to tell your feelings to Lakeisha, and now she got to come over here and get Ashley together. Now, I want to know what's up, Lakeisha. Why aren't y'all together? Because y'all have all, I mean, you're the person that he confides in, and you're 100% willing to, fight for him. I'm confused, Lakeisha. Why are y'all playing? And Ashley, you can't enter into a partnership thinking like this is me, it's all about me, and it's all about me, and it's all about me. That's not, you can't win if you're thinking like that. You do have to listen to the other person and maybe temper some of the things that you say and do to make them feel away. Like if everybody says that your nails are too much and you always gonna be like, this is what the ladies used to wear back in the 70s, and look at this as ancient royalty. And okay, girl. And leave this offers alone. Seriously. That's not even how you handle something like that. I feel like most girls go into a relationship with their guy going, so this can be worked on. And most of them look forward to that shit. Most of them like, if that's your thing, if that's your flavor. If not, I mean, not everybody is over here, trying to be an appearance like Ashley is. She should focus on her own appearance. Stop worrying about somebody else's. It felt kind of like Ashley was treating Donald a little bit how Kirsten was treating her, just in a way that's like, you're not being nice. You're treating this person mean on purpose. Kirsten could have just didn't come. Like, how much is this check? He's just an NFL player that you can't even find on Google, and I don't know what the hell else he does. So, yeah, good thing we can't find you, Kirsten, because you did a terrible job of promoting yourself. Sharice and Maurice. Apparently, they found love. Who saw that coming? It's been 3 months since the wrapping of the show. He hasn't been to Miami. She's been to Jazz Fest. He has some VIP tickets, and they were sitting down to the front row. And I feel like for Maurice to have Sharice sitting next to him, that's a good look. I feel like they're very much about appearances. And if that's what's going to make them happy, I guess, sail on, my friend. Maurice Ashley was over here telling him, like, man, oh man, if you were able to like make this one smile, you have done one heck of a job. And he, he's in for it. He's down for the job. So I don't know what's going on, with them. I think their physical chemistry is based on, I don't think they're physically like chemistry with, clearly Maurice has, but they both stiff together. I don't know. They're gonna go on dates together and sit on the couch and I don't know, touch each other's hand from, but between the pillows. I don't know. It's a love thing. That's what they said. Different strokes. There's somebody for everybody. That's what they said. As long as Sharice like can get somewhere and stay her ass seated in the chair and not be standing up on people like at the Thanksgiving dinner and stuff. He's got daughters. Keep that in mind. And she sat up there repeatedly and said, that's why I don't do women. I don't do women. I don't mess with women. I don't really deal with women. He's got 3 daughters. And so that part. I don't know if I buy it. I'm on the fence. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like they're in it for the look. And I mean, people are in it for different reasons. And if they in it for whatever reason it is that makes them happy, I can't judge it. I don't know. Myself, why is he here? He's here still lying. First of all, Venetia's still mad because his weaselly ass want to act like wasn't feeling her like that. And this is the thing, Venetia, this is when you get into trouble because I don't know what you were wearing, but it was probably something that made him all sweaty and hot and bothered. And he didn't know what to do with himself. That's it. That's all. And now he's sitting up here trying to act like that's what wasn't it. The man just didn't have no type of self-control. But I will say this. I hear you defending and how that whole thing played out. I've heard all the details and text messages, and none of that shit matters. Because at the end of the day, like if it were me and Sharice brought him to the cookout and he was, trying to holler, I would have been like, girl, when did you go out with him? Because you didn't even say nothing about him. And he over here trying to holler at me. And I want to know, like, is it a thing or not a thing? And if it's a thing, maybe you should know he's over here trying to, say something. All of this conversation should have took place at the rooftop. And if it happened after the rooftop, it should have took place when you got back to the crib. Sharice, I know you don't like to be woke up and you need your beauty rest and everything, but what's up with old dude that you came to the birthday party with? What's going on with that? Because he's, over here asking me for my number or texting me, what have you. That conversation should have happened before. Point blank MB, period. Myself works for the school system. He wasn't never gonna be able to like bag Sharice anyway. So, girl, that's why she wasn't calling him back. She was like, he's a teacher, work at the high school or something. And I'm not knocking that because I have a very, close attachment to educators. However, educators don't make no money. And, Sharice requires like front row VIP tickets to the Essence Festival and Louis Vuitton sandals and stuff. I'm like, that's just slimy. Yeah. His old ass out here trying to run some damn game. Real messy, like, let me try to holler at 2 girls at the same house. What are you, a frat boy? Yeah, you be at the high school. That's how he's behaving. He's behaving like the children that go attend the school where he works at. I don't know if I would want him around my children. I'm just saying. He's kind of sneaky. Always just got his tongue hanging out and stuff. Every time I see him now, he looks different than he did the first time. It seemed like his tongue is always hanging out of his mouth over there drooling. And they said your breath was bad. And I can't forget that either. Anyway, Venetia, Jabari, and Tabari. Listen, Venetia and Jabari had a connection. We all saw it. The space that Tabari was trying to get up in, Jabari was all up in. Problem is, Jabari wants somebody to pay half the bills and cook the food and do the laundry and, I don't rub his bald head by 9:30 when he's trying to go to bed. And I'm quite sure there's a lot of women out here willing to do it. He already found him one. So that's not the issue. Phoenicia just said it ain't her. Now, again, I heard her say she has several businesses and sometimes she's up until 2 in the morning. She does not go to bed at 9:30. For me, that did not translate into she be out in these streets until 2:30 in the morning. I feel like that's always the translation. If she has an event, she's going to attend an event, and by the time you get home, it's probably midnight. I don't know how often she's doing events. I'm just saying, like, the message is just, I wonder if she didn't wear those clothes, would the message be the same? You know what I'm saying? I just am very irritated by the judgment, especially by women. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, they had an attraction to one another, but their lifestyles were never going to mesh. And Jabari said he don't really feel like he should be doing all this bending for no woman anyway. I don't know if you should say stuff like that in a room full of women. It just set yourself up for them to be like, what the fuck? He said he believes in gender roles. And so, I mean, okay. I'm sure that works for some people. That's why they're not a match. Um, Phoenicia was not feeling Tabari. We all could see that too. And now Tabari's all in his feelings. Why? Because he had to sit up here and hear about how Jamari was all up in the space that he couldn't get into. Tabari is a goofy nigga, and she wasn't feeling him. And that's how that is. But I also feel like Vernisha, he could tell you weren't feeling him like that because you were not letting him in your personal space. If we saw it all the way from over here, then of course he saw it and felt it. And you know how that is. Like I said, even if you leaning in, like by the time you on, date 3 or 4, if y'all are feeling each other, y'all have. I've never been on 4 dates. Have you ever been on 4 dates and you ain't at least kissed the person? If you haven't, then you're never going to. That's just saying. That's how that is. So they haven't been any time. She's like, I'm not gonna be kissing. Okay, maybe not on TV. This girl Zadia will start kissing Cam on TV. You know what, Zadia? I'll get to that. Anyway, no Tabari, no Vernisha. You know what was rude when Tanika said, oh, maybe we should just put them in a blender and then you'll have one great guy. We're not blending up niggas to satisfy Verdicia's needs. That's not what we're gonna do. That was just kind of mean. Like they're sitting right there. I mean, it's one thing if the girls were saying that, because that's the kind of thing girls say, and guys too. So, it's a people thing. If he was like to be mixed with this, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, yeah, not to his face. That's why they're both sitting there like, two specimens waiting to be thrown up in a blender. Anyway, Sharice did a little bending. It's funny. She came in with a long list and she adjusted it a bit, and she ended up. She's the only one that had a real option, I feel like. You know what I mean? Just one, though. Now it's time for the friends. Camille's here, Stormy's here. I don't know where LJ is. I guess after we talked about kissing him, they thought it was a bad idea for him to come back. I don't feel like he knows Sharice that well anyway. They just, she just doesn't have any friends that are girls. Camille says Zadia wasn't listening. She said that Cam said that it was going to be at least a year before he's ready to be serious. She said that. We heard it. He said it repeatedly. And then Vernisha said Cam was over here entertaining all of them. He's the only one that took them out and did things with them. And so on top of him having his regular job and dating, going on dates with Zadia and showing up for filming and stuff, he was also taking them out and showing them around New Orleans. That's time. That's time for Zadia, I don't understand. Like, what if he's giving you time right here, and then you're like, I need time over there? And Camille said that, if she had any advice for her friend, it would be like to make sure that a person's words match their actions. And Zadia ain't trying to hear it still. She's still like, yeah, okay, girl. Um, Stormy, poor Stormy, she's blindsided by finding out that Ashley was over here talking shit about her, like she was over here with her boobs and her booty and her new body in that man's face. And how he sat there innocently while Stormy tried to seduce him out of the chair. Okay, so that sucks because Stormy is sitting here, hearing this shit for the first time. Second of all, every time I watch this, I still keep waiting for her to be like overtly flirtatious. And I know I'm not dumb. I just feel like y'all are putting 20 on 10 for real when it comes to the flirtatiousness. We knew this dude was not feeling Ashley. Now we find out Stormy is not her friend, and I feel like I have certain people that I know. I have, when you get to my age, your circle of friends is very small. But if I'm like on a date with some dude and he's giving my friend more energy than he's giving me, I'm just like, then I'm gonna cut this shit off. This nigga's not feeling me like that. Nor is he respecting me because I'm right here. Okay. Now, if it's my friend, Ashley, I would have said, come to the bathroom with me, friend. And then I would have been like, are you feeling this nigga? Because I feel like I'm watching y'all have a date. And then you could have nipped the shit in the bud. And then they could have sat there and looked at each other until, the sun went down. But she wasn't trying to do that. She was trying to throw a tantrum like, he's mine. You came here in that blue dress and everything. And like I always do all the talking. And when I'm not talking and I'm being quiet, you should like notice that. Girl, how old is she? Is she almost 40? She sounded a damn fool. Stormy said, if I had known it was going to be all like, look, that's how I dress. When I go out to dinner and, what have you, that's how I dress. Plus, let's be clear, it's a television show. Stormy is an international GJ. She was showing up as Stormy. I'm quite sure she was like, Ashley, this is a TV boyfriend. This is not like a real life boyfriend. We're going to go to this lunch, eat some foods that the production is going to pay for us, do a little da 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 da, and I'm going to be the fuck out. I'm not here trying to ready to love this clown. That's all you, girl. She wanted to get mad and talk about, I'm not intimidated by any woman and what they're wearing. I just would never show up to your birthday party in a sparkly dress or at your wedding in that blue dress. And I was like, you're that girl. And that's intimidated, girl. I don't care what you wear to my birthday party. I know what I'm wearing to my birthday party, and it's all about what I'm feeling in the moment. You can't do shit with what I'm trying to do with your outfit. That sounds crazy. Crazy. We talking about Ashley, and I'm not gonna call the lady crazy, but that behavior is crazy. Ashley said they was watching her. Y'all was going, it was like watching a Serena and Venus tennis match, and I'm just looking at you guys go back and forth, and nobody wanted to give me the floor. Girl, now you can't take the floor because pretty much every time I've seen you on a TV screen, you've been taking the floor. You've been taking the floor all night. If even if it wasn't you over in the corner making googly eyes or, all kinds of outrage to everything that comes out of everybody's mouth, girl, you good at taking the floor. If you wanted the floor, you would have, but you were intimidated by this lady's dress. And then here comes Zadia. Now, I love me some Ashley, but Ashley, I think if you're feeling like someone, including me, if anyone is, making you feel some type of way, you should say it in the moment, even if it's not right in the moment the next day, but not 2 or 3 months later. Remember when Zadia says she was a fixer? I guess she feel like she can fix Ashley. She need help from somewhere. like I said, if Ashley would have pulled that girl to a side and asked her right quick, are you trying to get with this dude? Then she could have avoided a lot of that. But she wanted to sit back in the cut and wait on somebody to stop the tennis match and invite her into the floor. Now Story's all in her feelings. She crying and Ashley's trying to explain. And I'm probably about the only one out here not giving Stormy heat. And so, yeah, she got in her feelings because she's like, is this bitch out here trying to say I look like a hoe and I was chasing down this clown? That is not what was happening. And now I got to see her saying this shit behind my back. Like, I thought we was good and I walked away and this bitch is trying to act like I want this. Girl, please. And Ashley is like, have I ever brought you negative energy? Yeah, you did when you was talking behind that lady's back. And she did not know that you was feeling some type of way. Like she just tried to snatch Kirsten from you with her tight blue dress. You know what's funny? I have heard people out here that are so obsessed with Vernisha's nipples that she should probably like get a restraining order. Um, I've heard so much talk about this basic ass blue dress that Stormy showed up to and threw dynamite on Ashley's date with the man of her dreams. Ashley has a confessional with both of her titties out the whole entire time and nobody has said anything. Why? Because they're not voluptuous, I suppose. I wasn't any more irritated by that than I was by, these other ladies. I just feel like, really, did y'all look at the blue dress? Because it was just not that spectacular. I don't know what I was watching, and I'm not gonna go watch it anymore. I'm tired of trying to find the part where is it because she said, "Oh, you look young." You look young. Do you have any brothers? That sounds like bullshit to me. That don't even sound like something I would actually say to a person that I was trying to flirt with. It just sounds so crazy. Maybe it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. They came back to the couch. They said they were gonna, it's all fine. It's good. Ashley said, they're gonna go together and have lunch and fix it. Though she's not, because she was on Zadia's live or Instagram or channel or something and talking about, like she's still mad. She's still in her feelings. She's still standing in her shit. Not in the lady's face, but Anyway. Did she get this man? Oh, no, she didn't. He walked out and said that, his encounter with her was all right. So all that fighting with this girl over that, Ashley. Cam and Zadia. Zadia's sitting up here acting like she's just blindsided by the fact that Cam is not trying to walk away in the sunset with her. I'm confused. I'm not. She just refuses to listen. Even when her friend told her a few minutes ago, she still was like, we'll see. I don't know what she thinks is supposed to happen. And at this point, I mean, he probably just doesn't even really like her that much. It can't be a headache from the very beginning. Cam said he learned from the process, like, that what type of energy it's going to take when you're trying to date someone. I don't think I don't think he's that innocent and oblivious, Cam. You know what it is. You ain't ready to settle it down. It's fine. Not with some girl that lives all the way in DC. I understand. First, they said Cam was taking them out and he was the only one showing them around. Now she's saying he wasn't calling her every day. And I would like to think that somebody is thinking of me. And these people live in New Orleans and they need to go to work and do the show. You're in New Orleans, Venetia all in her feelings because, well, first she said that Cam had reservations. She said, you had reservations and you came to Zadia with them. So this is not something that is a secret. They all know it. We know it. They know it. She said he came to her with the reservations. Then she said whether she wanted to see them or not. Not. She chose not. Zadia. I mean, Vernisha. So then she goes on this diatribe about how, they go into this thing, they come into this process ready to throw everything in and all their feelings and everything. And that's why it's so hard. And girl, if you came into this process ready to throw all your feelings in, and I don't believe you, Venetia, you know better. You know better. Stop it. We all came from the same thing. We're going to rock this platform as for the 12 weeks that we're here. I think Cam did not think that he was going to find somebody he liked. He did. Did they smash? Didn't they smash? That's the big question. I don't know. I'm guessing, but they grown, and that's not a problem. Not for me, it's not. All I'm saying is time's up. The show's over. Child, you got to go back to DC. And I told you from the very beginning, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to DC. I'm not moving to DC. I ain't even really got to come visit DC. It ain't on my bucket list. I heard him say it, all of that. Maybe not exactly like that, but that's what I heard him say. Venetia was over there doing all that fussing at him. He's like, I think she's very dope. I even brought her a gift. So then he comes out with her photo. And Ashley's over there making faces and like, what is that? Is that a picture? I'm like, see, girl, here you go. Here you go. All on the floor, all over the floor. And it ain't about you. Can Sadia have this minute? We talking about them right now. It's got shit to do with you. Cam said when this whole thing was over, he felt relief. When they stopped doing this whole process, he felt relief. Zadia's translator, it's a little bit busted. So when she translated, she was like, you were relieved when I left. And I'm like, girl, that is not what he said. He said the process. It's a lot of process involved. Most of us get to go on dates, just hang out and chill. You've been to the crib already, girl. So, sometimes spending time is just chilling at the crib, not doing like entertaining your friends and all of that, because y'all are all visiting New Orleans. The process is over. Not about you leaving. You could have, make a move, girl. Make a move. These ladies are always bragging about I make the choice. I have the power. Now that you have all this power, girl, you want him though to decide for you. You keep saying, I kept asking you, like, did you want to continue in the process? And you kept saying yes. He said yes, but he said a lot of stuff besides just yes. Like, this is a lot of work. I don't know if I can really go through all of this all the time. You might want to like consider going on other dates. Like he said a lot of stuff. The power is yours. I guess he figured every time he let you know that he wasn't really trying to keep doing all this, then you kept on saying, I'm going to keep you around. And he would be like, yay. I guess he just got frustrated. He was like, I'm here. I have shit I could be doing. I got people I need to be interviewing, but I'm here trying to wrap this shit up. And when he said that, oh boy, he got himself in big trouble. I don't even still think he meant wrap up the like friendship. I think he meant this whole shit. Like, I don't got to do no more, nothing like with filming. It's done. Wrap the shit up. I'm here at the reunion. I don't have to come back no more, and I can get my check. She's all like in her feelings or what have you. They're having this little, okay, now that Zadia is sitting on the couch looking a fool. At the end of the day, you shouldn't have carried him over there talking about moving forward. At the end, you should have just chose yourself because you knew you was going back to DC. But now you want to feel embarrassed. For no reason, though, really. We're gonna wrap it up. Tamika, for some reason, thinks that Ashley and Don should smash. Nobody but Tamika wants that to happen because ew. Sharice and Maurice are gonna live happily ever after. That's how that's gonna go. Now Tamika's like analyzing this whole, this is her wrap-up synopsis of everything. Tamika said Ashley has learned to put herself first. I don't think that's ever been an Ashley problem. I think putting herself first is probably the best thing that she knows how to do. She definitely be Team Ashley. Zadia over there is still mad, so she threw the picture on the floor. I told you she was a little princess. That's some shit a princess would do. Now she's like gonna have a tantrum. Meanwhile, there's like 147 women in New Orleans, like, where is this photography thing at? Because I need to get my pictures taken. And I live here. That's what's going on over there. She said Visha doesn't settle. I guess not. Like, I mean, she hasn't so far. I don't know what Venetia, she said she got a lot of businesses, so I don't know what they are. And that's it, y'all. Ready to Love, regular Ready to Love will be back, I think, next week. So we gonna stay on this Ready to Love train. I'm good on Shanice and what's her name? Not Shanice, Sharice. I'm good on Sharice and Maurice. I'm so glad they found each other. I don't want to see them anymore. I'm good on Ashley. I think like 2 shows is more Ashley than I need. That girl has a lot going on, and I don't see her getting that shit fixed anytime soon because you know it is what it is. She said it is what it is. She gonna be what she gonna be, and there you go. Um, I have hope for Sadia. I wanted to pay attention. Like, you're not stupid. Pay attention to what people are saying and look for somebody a little bit older and not still trying to figure it out. And like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'm pretty sure I forgot to say that earlier. So, yeah, if I didn't say it then, I'm saying it now. And I'll see y'all. Child to talk about Huntsville. Yep, that's the next time you'll see me. Bye, y'all.